Hello, and welcome back to our continuing Settlement Survival Extreme Plus Plus Redo series. I'm Larry. It's episode 2. And yeah, the insanity continues. People ask me, why do I do these series? And it's like, why not? But one of the really cool things is, John Gear, he made the comment of, you didn't know that you could pause these things and they'll still grow. So now his gameplay is going to completely change. And then you get the warm fuzzy, if I butcher your name, I'm sorry, but it's Semua from Germany. They'll know exactly who I'm talking about. They found my channel, and here I thought I have a really boring voice that puts people to sleep, and they found my videos and said, hey, you're relaxing. I had a bad day, so my videos make them happy. You know what? Right on. That's cool. So let's get on with this. I am trying to figure out where I'm going to put this point because it's driving me absolutely nuts. I want my fish ponds because fish ponds are the best food source that you really can get. I mean, they're continuous to people. You can get tons of food out of this. But since we're not getting immigrants, I need the farmers to work as fast as I can get them, because since I'm bouncing them all over the place, I need to get these crops in and out in a heartbeat. So it's just like, oh, what do I do? And then I know I need the police station because if my happiness goes down too far, we have to deal with the murderers. So it's like, no, what do I do? This is like no fun. Well, it is fun, but it's like driving me insane. And which one do I pick up next? This is, it's frustrating because no game plays, there's no set skills that you always get. It doesn't work that way. So I am going to try to get our farming out of the way. I know, this is the other problem. I know I'm going to need the sawmill. I know I need the material recycling. See, that's the other problem is I need material recycling so I can replace their tents with houses. And I don't want to lose the materials. Oh, what to do? So, okay. I'll just do it. We'll get material recycling. I know that's probably a big mistake, but we need to think future. Yes, future. That's right, future. So it is April. They're planting. They're having a good old time. They started drinking spirits, so that's a bad thing. We have this on pause, so they're out grabbing stuff that we can have them grab, and it's okay. These guys are done, and they're close to being done. And now, I know this series can get to be a little boring because there's a lot of rinse and repeat but we have to grow our population. And that's, it is what it is. But I could tell you this right now. If you followed this series, you're going to be able to deal with anything this map throws at you. Anything. Because with us not having to rely on immigrants, we just have to suck it up. We have to deal with it all. And it is what it is. So here, the mine. Hopefully, I'm really hoping we can get 2 mines on this mountain. Okay, we can get 1 there. I paused it just to see what we can do here. Oh no. Oh, and we don't have terraforming. What a bummer. Okay. Come on, mountain. Be nice to me. I need a second mine here. Come on. You can do it. Possibly? Yes. Okay. We can deal with this. No. Yes. Okay. Whew. That's okay. So now we have mines. This will be good. So I am going to keep both of these on pause because majority of our work is going to happen during the winter time. This is the one key for us being successful on this map, is how we flex our people out. And we're going to go ahead and get this one started back up again. And they're not. Ooh, this is one thing I forgot to do. If you're ever playing like this, or just any type of map, put if you're going out far, put down a storage area, because then they don't have to path back home to toss stuff into storage. So they'll be a little bit more efficient. And the agave, we can put that back going again, so life is good. And oh, I paused the medical. When did I do that? Oh, did I pause the wrong one? Yes, I did. Oh, well, nuts to me. It is what it is. So we have our smithy going, and that's okay, but our big problem is we don't have much to go as far as what materials we have to play with here. So unfortunately, it's going to have to go leather for right now. And that's about the only thing we can do. Guys, I don't have a town hall. Sorry. You can just go away. And we got another technology point. So now we will start going into the compost, the farm, and get the mining efficiency. I mean, the farming efficiency. That's about all we can do. I hate wasting the points like that, but it is what it is. Now, when it starts getting cold, we are going to put everybody into these buildings. I don't want them running around being heroes or anything like that. We want to keep them close to home. Now, what I'm hoping for is we will get enough lumber and all that to where we can build other things like houses, so we can get happiness up, or a mine. We need to be able to do that. Now, there's another skill point, I just remembered it, of what we need to do. And we're going to need to also go over here to logistics, and we need to get the small marketplace. Because a small marketplace, we can deal with all this stuff. That's no big deal. But we're going to need the small marketplace to build outwards. Because I'd like to put homes right over here so our people don't have to path so far. So that's something we're going to have to worry about. Now it's getting 35 degrees, and we're probably going to lose some of this stuff. I'm hoping we won't, but I think we're going to. I think I started them. Yeah, I started them back way too late. So that's going to be owie. Losing that was a bad thing. But it is what it is. Now it's 30 degrees, so we're going to go ahead and pull everybody back because we don't want any freezing deaths. So I'm going to halt all this, get them back home, and let's get this. I will get this fired back up. That takes those laborers. We'll go ahead and get this built. We will get the tailor open, the smithies open. I am not going to run the hunters, because with the hunters, we are going to have freezing deaths because we do not have decent clothing. So that's going to be an issue. Now, we did manage to pick up some herbs, which is nice. And if we go over to I, we still don't have the herb, which I did not expect, but sometimes you get lucky and you get it early. Now, if you notice, we're up to 3 on our buffalo, which is nice. but it is what it is. So after they get this built, the one other thing, since we do have 2 extra laborers right now, I'm going to go ahead and have them snag all the trees that are within town. So we'll get some lumber, but we still have 104 fuel, which is fine. It's not the greatest, but at least it's something. And we're already out of leather, and we don't have enough alpaca. So keeping this on is pointless. So let's put us up to some tools. We'll throw somebody into tools. And they don't have any wood. Now, this is one of the reasons why we got to get this mine open. We cannot afford to be burning up our wood on fuel. We need to get this stuff only to be used for building, nothing else. And of course for our tools, but that's without saying. Now we're going to get this road over here. It's not in the best place, so maybe I just won't put in a road just yet, because we also have to deal with housing. We have to set up housing blocks. So let's do this. We'll go ahead and get our spirits going. That leaves us with 1 person. We're in February, so we're going to have to see who we have to turn off. And we're out of food, so that's a bad thing. So this is going to get moved over to rice. And hopefully we'll be okay. Now, since it's coming up into February, let's pause. We're going to shut this down. We can shut the market down. So that gives us 4 people for our fields. So that's good. But we need more people, because we also need to turn the hunters on. And we have an injured person, so that's not going to help us. And I can actually turn off the distillery. I know they just got started, but it is what it is. Right now we need materials. So we have all sorts of materials over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do my trick. Not forget to put it in before I key this whole thing up. And you want to make sure that it is in an empty area so it insta-places. And let's go ahead, and we need pretty much everything, but we actually truly only need wood and herbs. I would like to take stone, but we just don't have enough people. So we're going to we'll take out these trees, and then we'll go over to herbs, and we'll take the same size area for herbs. Now, just so you know, going after herbs during the summertime is by far the best time to do it. I see people do it during wintertime, and it's like, why? All your herbs are dying at that time. So if you're going to do it, the time to do it is during the summer. Don't try getting your people killed during the wintertime. It doesn't make sense. So be careful for that. And they're slowly getting that done. And this one is 55% full, which is not good. I want more water going in there, but water's over here is fine. So it is what it is. But this series does get somewhat exciting. It does, because every day it's like, if I make the wrong decision, just like with what just happened, I didn't pull these people back soon enough, and look what it did to our food. It's like one misstep on this map and you are in like serious trouble. And not having the people, it's just like, ugh. Okay, right now I have 4 students. Let's see how many of them are of working age. I'm going to go ahead and hit pause, and then I'm going to turn it back on, and I'm going to see how many students come back. If they're school age, which all of them are, so I paused it, didn't help. So we have to keep an eye on that. Now, am I worried about the performance bonus? No, not whatsoever. Okay, are these fields? Okay, this one's ready to go. So let's go ahead and send them off. And this one's ready to go, so we'll send them off. So now I know I need to bring them back at 75%. Now, once we get some more skill points, then we can turn around, because they're going to be able to work twice as fast. That means I can have them do other things while they're doing their thing. So, does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but it made sense to me when I first thought about it. So now we do have 108 wood. That's not going to go very far, not whatsoever. Now notice they're not having to travel as far, but it took them a little while to get back to doing the fields. But at least they're ready to go the second that they can start harvesting. So that was good. See, they started harvesting at 90%. So that's a good thing. And we're going to definitely have to get everybody back to do what we need them to do. I really wish these buffalo would get up to 7 so we could get some clothing made. Because being on an extreme map, being naked or just in the rough clothing really does not help our cause. Not whatsoever. So, yeah. Okay, they did manage to get all that done. It's still 68 degrees. So I'm going to have them come over here, and we're going to do, I think I'm going to do a gather all. Well, no, I tell you what, we will just have them do herbs right over here. It's not very much of them because the temperature is going to drop really quick. Now, the other thing that I have to worry about is next season, we need to get the hunters going. And that, because we need to get our turkey, we need to get the alpaca. We absolutely need the alpaca. That's a must. So I'm going to have to send 3 people out to hunt. And right now, I'm kind of worried that they're not going to get this crop done. And, ooh, this is a race. Now, if I had the other skill and they'd be working faster, we wouldn't be having this issue. But it is what it is. There's nothing we can really do about it. And we have, Come on. You guys can do it. You can get it done. Because I'm just staring at this temperature right here, because at 32 degrees, all this stuff goes away. Now, what I can do is those other people that I just popped, when I turn this off, I just sent them over here. So hopefully we will finish off getting this thing harvested. And it looks like we will with time to spare. So now I can send them off finishing grabbing these herbs. And once it gets 32 degrees, then I'm going to haul everybody back. But it doesn't look like I'm going to have to, because it looks like they're going to get this done. But just for in case if they don't, I need to make sure I manually turn everything off. And that's where it's good to hit H, because then you can actually see what needs to go on. Everybody's back. Life is good. I'm pausing it. And I'm pausing it just so I can get everybody assigned back to their spots. Did we get anything that we can use? And the answer is no. So this is going to stay paused. We will go ahead and turn 2 on here. We only have 1 person that we can put on here. We will go ahead and turn the market on. And the only reason why I'm turning the market on is that they'll come in and grab stuff and put it in the market. We will turn our builders back on. That leaves me with 1 extra person, which is nice, but at the same time, it's not nice. So, what can we do? We have 84 wood, 135. So, this is a good time to really strategize on what we need most. I would like to get this built, but I'm really worried that they're going to freeze. So I'm going to turn around and we're going to get these roads in, and we're going to kind of improve our happiness bonus by putting in housing. So where to put the housing in? That is the big question. The smart play would be to get... Oh, and that tent's going to be in the way. So let's do this. We'll move this over by 4. Right. So we'll get 1 house built. Matter of fact, we'll put 2 houses here. And by doing that, yes, does it look like we'll have a waste of 2 spaces? Yeah, but I'm thinking long term, those will be villas. So it's okay to have this as wasted space. Now we do have an extra person, so let's go ahead and have them, since they're close, we can go ahead and have them yank these trees down, which is fine. They should not freeze to death because they're so close to home. They should be able to get this taken care of. Now I'm going to pause it, and we're going to use our other skill point, which now we get our farming efficiency. This is going to make a world of difference. Now we also have an event, Sneak Thief. I don't ever recall this one. For several months in a row, when the market vendors are taking stock... Oh, this is an old one. You can investigate either one, but I think it's the staircase is the cool one. Yeah, we got rope, we got soap, cons, alpaca. We got all sorts of fun stuff, which is nice. We needed that little bump. So what can we do with any of it? So I saw that we got some alpaca. Maybe did it not hit the inventory? Wait a minute. I thought we got... Okay, the alpaca. So now we can turn around and take that individual and get them on that. So let's take one person off the smithy. Oh, didn't mean to do that. We'll put the second person in right here. And anybody that's bored should be working on taking down the trees, which is exactly what we want them to do. Now it's December. We're going to have 2 houses now, which is nice. We'll get these roads in just to make things a little bit more efficient. Now, I like putting in roads every 2 farms. It seems like it's a little bit more efficient. But when you start growing your settlement, always make sure you have housing right next to your fields. You want enough housing to support your fields. I don't care how big of a sprawling area that you're doing. It doesn't matter. Make sure every time you put in a building, think about how many houses you're going to need to put there. That's going to want to be your mindset. Because if the people are pathing far away, like my old builds, I mean, they used to path like their housing would be here and their workstation would be here, a farm. And it was like, why am I not getting the max yield out of my farms? This makes no sense. I have nice housing. I have nice roads. But plain and simple, they were just going too far. So now the way I build, and it works out really well, is you're going to see housing all through. It doesn't matter if it's agriculture, industrial. I put my housing everywhere. And it makes life so much easier because the people don't path. And, you want to talk about production? Wow, it gets crazy. Now, let's see. We're coming up at the beginning of February, so it's time to... Yeah, see, they're already out of the alpaca, but it did give us a little bit of a boost, so we can go ahead and shut that down. We can go ahead and shut down the smithy, but at the same time, we only have, 22 people. So let's just bring this down to 50. And the only time the smithy is going to work is when we hit 50. Matter of fact, I can bring this down to, I like to try to keep it the double. So that's 1822. So let's put this down to 45. So then we will always have enough tools to do what we need. Same thing with the tailor. Let's do 45. Now, the one thing that I like by doing this is, since I'm going to be flexing people around, if I turn these things back on and it gives me that skill, here, let me show you. See how it gives you that icon? That tells me I can pull the people out and flex them off and have them do something else. Because when we get into this a little bit further, I'm going to be sending everybody off to the coal mine. Now, I need to make sure this is back down to 2 people. But the really cool thing is now that we have this skill, I need to release somebody else here. So that's done. We can turn off the marketplace. So we're good there. So we have that. Now, is anybody injured? It doesn't look like it. So I am going to turn... Oh, wait, before I do that, let's check to see how many students have become of age. And we'll turn it back on, and let's see how many people we get back into school. Aha! All 4 of them. So now we have 4 laborers that we don't have to deal with. This is a good thing. This is where we're going to turn the hunters back on. And we are going to turn the builders off. And now we're going after more stuff. We'll go ahead and slurp up all. Let's see, how are we doing on supplies? We definitely need the stone. Stone's big time, so we'll take that. And let's just take all of it. And then we're going to need wood. So let's go ahead and let's chew up this wood right here. Now we're also going to put down more storage. We're going to leapfrog this and put it right there. Oh, nope. No, we're not. It didn't insta place. If it doesn't insta place, don't put it down. So we'll put it right there. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and get this one going. And this is, like I said, this is kind of a rinse and repeat thing. And I'm sorry if it does bore you, but once you get used to doing this, it makes playing any map. It doesn't matter if it's extreme, normal, hard, easy. When you don't have to rely on your immigrants and you can continually grow your town, it makes gameplay so much easier. You can pretty much do anything that you want. Anything you decide to do that you want to do on this map, you'll be able to do it. And it makes life so much easier. And you'll be amazed with everything that you get done. And look how fast they're going. They are just like hoofing it. They're going quick. And that is nice. Now, our water's at 798. So this is where it's going to get a little interesting, because we need to place down the reservoir. And the reason why we're going to throw the reservoir down is because where we're using 2 people for water now, we'll get, I think it's like 4 times the output of a big well, I think. I could be wrong on that number, but it's something like that. So it's absolutely worth having. Okay, and are they done? This one's done, so we'll go ahead and send them off. And now they're done, so we'll go ahead and send them off. And they will go out and they will attack all this stuff that we have. And of course, they're doing lumber first, because that's what I selected first. And then they're going to go after the herbs. Oh, guys, I meant to turn you off. Go have fun. Now I'll be able to call them back at 75 or 80%, but it also depends on how far they are working. That's also a big, huge deal. If you have them pathed off far away, you're going to want to start the field off earlier, not at 80%. But I'm going to run the risk this time, and I'm going to call them back at 80%. So turn that one on. And turn this one on. Now, unfortunately, our hunters haven't done anything. But it is what it is. We got another technology point, and we'll worry about spending that in the next episode, because we are coming up on 35 minutes, and that's about where we want to cap videos at that amount of time. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it here, and I want to thank you for watching, and hopefully you're having a good morning, a good afternoon or good evening. I mean, now when I say wherever you're at in the world, I mean it because I have people from Germany watching. So yeah. If you really like this type of play in settlement survival, I would highly recommend you follow the channel. I have this series going. I have, if you want to see Easter Island played totally different, because I'm going after the funky statues, the non-perfect ones. Going after that. And then, of course, I have a normal series going on that's mainly just for trade. So, yeah, I've got a lot of series going on right now. So, I'm Larry, and I will talk to all of you. Oop, what are you doing? Stop moving. Thank you. Okay, let's try that again. I'm Larry, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye.